Hi, this is Bert Larson again. 317-727-4364, and please call me. But I've talked before about cryptocurrency. I've talked about the Iran war and how I want to help the Iranians so they can defend themselves. Um, but I want to talk about something even more important today. So in the Bible, Christ says, "Whosoever loseth his life for my sake shall find it." And in American tradition, we have the tradition of Christianity. We don't always agree with it, but we either go along with it, it seems like, or respond to it. And so we all understand in our hearts. It's been in our history for so long. But so with Trump, he has faced death. He's gone through like several near-death experiences, and I think he's done with uh, trying to die to live. He's trying to live to try to die to live. um, he makes no bones about telling other countries they're not doing the right thing, and America is trying to make itself great, and it doesn't care about whether other countries are or not. I think he's helped China be great by cutting them off from our support, and then they had to, rely on themselves. They are a strong country. They have a really rich history, and the people are really dedicated to education and getting ahead. And so they're a strong country that's now become much stronger in their technology and their world power, and because we've cut them off. And so I think maybe in his heart, Trump understood that people have to be able to work for themselves to get ahead. They can't just get a handout or have people be nice to them. It's just the way he treats the poor too, talking about getting rid of Medicaid and things like that. I wish he would. I wish he would get rid of Medicaid and Medicare. We could just use herbal medicine and go to ChatGPT, and he'll tell us plenty of things to take. I've taken many herbs and some that ChatGPT recommended, and they worked really great. Like one dose cured me instead of taking some the rest of my life. And um, so I want to be like Trump and live to die to live. And I've been kind of thinking about this on my own some. You really can't follow someone else's plan for your life, Um, I had to figure these things out myself, for myself. I can't just follow some self-help video online that tells me how I'm going to think about my life and what to do and how to run my business. And, I have to think about those things on my own, and then I'll be successful. And I've thought about these things a lot. Of course, thinking is one thing, but doing is another. And I've started to do some things, but I don't want to plan it all out. I don't want to just jump into some lesser, plan that doesn't really help and just maybe, gets me some money or helps me retire earlier. I mean, that to me, that's not what I want to do with my life. And um, so this video went too long. I can't show it as a short. So no one's going to see it, but maybe my friends will. I don't know. I have to redo this. But anyway, you know, um, like, so my attempt to live now is, uh, I've seen how the things I do uh, to follow Christ, and of course, it's coming by my own understanding, my own experience. I haven't just read in the Bible. It makes sense to me because I have tried to repent and realized that I really can't. Just no way to change who I am or change what I think. Or so I had to own my violent side, um, my unkind side, my jealous side. And I just said, God's jealous. He does kill people. You know, um, So how do I use those things in a beneficial way for myself and for society and my family? And do I get mad at myself for having a jealous thought? No. I think, well, why did I have this jealous thought, and what does it mean? And like, do I really want to be like this person that has this great thing that makes them so happy? I wish I were happy. That's not bad. I care about myself. I want myself to have good things. And really what I really want is for everyone to be happy. And so I want to work on, making everyone happy and myself happy. And if I see someone that's really happy, more happy than I am and better off than I am, then I want to emulate that. And it's not bad to have a strong feeling, wow, that person is really happy. They are really doing well right now. And that'd be so great to be like that, or so great to share that with other people. And that's not a bad thing. And, maybe have a violent tendency. Well, I really don't want to be violent. It really goes against what I really want. I want everyone to live in peace and joyfully and everything. But, if people know that I could be violent, then maybe there'll be more peace, because they'll be like, well, this guy can get mad. We don't want him to get mad, so we'll relax a little bit and not, he's trying to be peaceful. He's really a peaceful person, but if we make him mad, like if my kids make me mad, I mean, I don't want to be mad, but that'll be a boundary for him, right? I don't want to be mad at anyone else, but like for my kids, they're really bound to me. They're part of me almost, and it's just like being mad at myself. Or maybe if I get to a certain point, if I'm mad at everybody, that it's just because I see it in myself, and I just want all of us to be better, and maybe I'll just do something constructive instead of being violent. I'll just like help the world, or get passionate about doing my projects, or not that my projects are any better than anyone else's projects. I've just learned to be confident about myself, and it's come over time. I wasn't always confident. I mean, it just comes by learning about yourself and working on yourself. I worked on myself a long time. I got tired of it. People would say, work on yourself. I was like, I've done working on myself. But I kept doing it, and because I got kind of used to it. And I'm used to a lot of things, but there's the things I'm not used to that I want to learn, that other people can help me with, maybe, or I can just, and people do help me, and it's not like I do it all myself, but, be noticing where people really are, and what does make them happy, or what makes them sad, or, anyway, now I want to live, and I know that when I say things like, I'm going to become a god, which is something in our religion, but I think I'm going to become a god in this life. And can I tell you how to do it? You have to figure it out. No one can make someone a god. What does that mean? Does that mean we're going to be like God? Well, yes, we're His children. And one day we'll have all power, all knowledge. We'll be perfectly loving. We'll do everything right. Everyone can trust us totally. Stuff like that. But is that wrong to say I'm going to become a god? Well, I see it in my future. I think I see it in everyone's future. But the more you see good things in yourself, the more you'll see them in other people, and it comes from being yourself. And I don't know how to do it for you, but we all come from a different place. I think we'll all end up in the same place, which is heaven and being like God. And is that blasphemous to say? Well, they crucified Jesus over saying He was the Son of God. Why? Because He told them they were wrong. He told the scribes and Sadducees, you're going to hell because you're not right. You're white as sepulchres. You're hypocrites. And so, yeah, they're going to be against Him.